Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our final live broadcast for today. And today is the end of the month. First half of the year is over at midnight. Let me take a look and see who's here. You know, there's an old expression. It's not what works in network marketing. It's what duplicates. And what you're all in the process of learning duplicates. Bring somebody into your business on Monday. Help them change their picture, help them do some simple things that will get them talking to other people. And by Wednesday, they're bringing in their friends. Get them set up, get them situated, help them adjust their settings, change their picture, simple things like that. And by Friday, they're bringing in their friends. Now, all it takes is activity. And once you put all the pieces together, you start what is going to be a growing flow of activity. Example. I started working with Stam, who has been a student for well over 2 years. At the beginning of the year, he wanted to go faster, so we jumped into my coaching program. We started working together. He had a lot of great people on his list already. So he sent me this at the end of March. It's been a crazy 2 weeks since our last coaching session. I sponsored over 12 people after the call. I've been busy onboarding the new team and training them. I've been on a Zoom for almost 5 to 6 hours a day. 12 people in 2 weeks. 6 people a day. And he's not doing anything that all of you could be doing. He knows who he's looking for. He knows who his ideal target audience is. Do you? Well, that was the end of March. Then in April, literally less than 2 weeks later, he sends me this. Hard to believe I'm writing this to testify to my success. I've been wanting to send you a testimonial. Thanks so much for your coaching, Max. I've added 21 new team members in the last 3 weeks. That is one person every day. So how does that happen? I'll tell you how it happens. He's talking to 10 to 15 people every day. Probably closer to 10. He's talking to 10 people every day and he's signing up one. That's how it happens. And still growing. Your way of coaching gave me the reassurance to go from where I was for a few months, stuck, not going forward, getting rejection after rejection, to signing up 90% of the people he talks to. 90%. Well, how does that happen? It happens when you have a clear idea of who it is that you want to talk to, number one. Number two, it happens when you identify the people who are clear, great prospects for your business, and distinguish from the ones who aren't. You're not in a convincing business. You're not in a sorting business. I'm scheduling another session with him this coming week. He's in Australia. He's selling a $5,000 package. Do the math, 5,000 times 21, that's a significant number. And a percentage of those people are now upgrading, spending another 15,000. He is a financial planner. He knows who his audience is. Do you? Because that is what it's all about. So how would you feel if you knew in advance that the people you were talking to needed and wanted what you're selling, so you'd never be rejected when you told them about your network marketing business? What about the people in Bed Bath & Beyond? They're all looking for work, or they're all going to be looking for work. But not all of them are going to be good prospects for your business. And when you do make the connection, this is a relationship business. Your profile sets you up to start the relationship. Then comes down to conversation, pure and simple conversation. Who are you talking to? You are learning a dance. And I'm the dance teacher. I'm teaching you the cha-cha. It's 4 steps. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. 3, 4, cha-cha-cha. Now, once you get the steps down, you put the steps to the rhythm of the music, the rhythm being the rhythm of a conversation. And you do the same thing over and over and over again. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. The more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. The more time you spend on a dance floor, you get it to be a better dancer. It's an oversimplification, but it's true. Traction marketing, even your cell phone ring can call attention to you. It's all about conversation, period, at the end of the day. Starts. And so once you start this, every day, it's almost like a drug. Every day you turn on your computer, you get up in the morning and it's exciting to see who's new. The relationships that you are capable of making will be life-changing. Your best friends for the next 10 years are waiting to talk to you on LinkedIn. How would you feel if you knew exactly what to say so that people who are looking for what you have go, please pick me, pick me? I can't even begin to tell you how important it is to identify the people that clearly you want to talk to and distinguish them from the people that you don't. How would you feel if you knew you'd never, ever have to feel like you're begging and chasing anyone again? It's easy to pick them out. 57,000 people in Bed Bath & Beyond are going to be looking for work before the end of the year. Not all of them are prospects. Not all of them are suitable for your business. Not all of them have the experience to be successful right out of the gate. How would you feel if you could close 80% of the people that you talk to? And that's not hard. It really isn't. 80%? You talk to the people that you've qualified properly. And until you've qualified them, you don't talk about it. So Bed Bath & Beyond, closing all 487 stores. Waiting to hear from you. Of course, the thing is, you're not going to be the only person on LinkedIn that's talking to these people. I remember a couple of years ago, during a a summer boot camp. A company called Mold had just gone out of business. And we had 4 people that were in boot camp. And actually, it was kind of interesting because 3 of them were my coaching students. So we were all talking to the same guy who had just lost 50 grand in Mold. One of them signed the guy up in the business in September. Now, one was a student and was building a Zija business. The other one was Eddie Bestoso. I was coaching Eddie at the time, so I was logged into Ed's account and I was talking to the guy as corporate director. I was talking to the same prospect in the accounts of all 3 people. And everybody was going, well, you know, Bestoso's got the inside leg. No, he didn't. He didn't. Because one of the people had more in common than Ed did. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's all about commonality. It's all about relationships. All right, I'm going to pop over here. Okay, so here is Jewel. Let me unmute Jewel. Good afternoon, Jewel.
Good afternoon.
And you're calling in from the Virgin Islands. God, I love it down there. So what are you're marketing and selling the Power Lead system? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, doing that, and I'm also doing LifeWave Apache.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so how long have you been doing it?
Which one? The
Either or both.
okay, Power Lead, I think I've been doing that maybe about 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've been doing the patch about the same time.
Okay. So why, let's come down here a little bit and look.
But the account you're looking at, that was done many years ago.
Really? Do you have a better one? Another one?
Not really. I just haven't updated it. I haven't been using it.
Oh. So what have you been doing to build a business?
Mainly Facebook, and I've been sending emails
Okay.
and traffic exchanges and safe lists.
Oh. How much money would
Plus,
you say you spent on your business in the last 6 months?
I wouldn't say much.
Not much?
No.
Okay. So this is you, right? Up at the top?
Yes.
Okay. So today's the end of the first half of the year. So what's the score? How many people have you brought into your business so far this year?
I haven't done anything. I don't think I've done. I think I have one in PLS, and in LifeWave, I have about 7.
Mhm. So let me ask,
But this Facebook group is also old. I have a more recent Facebook page.
you have a more recent Facebook page.
Yeah, Jewel Myers Daniel. Because I don't use this one too much.
So what is it under?
Jewel Myers Daniel. Jeuel. Myers. Yeah,
M-E-Y?
MEY.
Here you are.
Mhm. Good.
So you're hiding your friends, but you're not hiding your followers. So anybody anybody that's looking at your profile can prospect the people that you're talking to. But okay, but I'm curious about something. Okay. So why did you get into this business?
I got into LifeWay because the product that someone shared with me worked for me.
Mhm. Well, that's
And I like to share what works for me.
okay.
So
So,
that was the reason I did that.
all right. What about the Power Lead system?
Well, I was looking a way to create, websites and web pages and so forth to promote
Okay.
my business.
So, and why are we doing that? Making websites.
Well,
promoting.
that's one of the way I know you build web pages, splash pages, and
Right.
promote those.
I understand. But why? Why are we making web pages? Why are we making splash pages?
To attract people to what I'm doing.
Okay. For what purpose?
To get them involved with me so they can work along
To
with me.
sell them something.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We don't have to be shy. You're on here because you want to make money.
That's right.
Right. And there are lots of things that you can do to make money. The beauty, the attraction for network marketing is called residual income.
Right. Amen.
Okay. Residual income. You bring somebody into your business, you turn them on to something, and then they love it and they run around and they start telling their friends, people that they know. And so your business grows organically. That's why you're doing it.
That's true.
Right. So if we know that the one principal activity to making money is talking to people, then it really comes down to how many people are you talking to a day? How many people are you talking to a week? So that's what it comes down to. So how much time would you say you're spending on making money on Facebook a day? What's the number? 2 hours a day, 1 hour a day, 15 minutes a day? How much time?
No, I don't spend as much time as I should. I know that.
Okay,
I spend a lot of time going through my contacts and texting people and so forth. I do that a lot.
okay. So if we added up all the things that you do under the umbrella of trying to build your business, how much time every day are you doing all this stuff? Texting your contacts, all this other stuff,
I'd say at least 2 hours.
okay? 2 hours a day, 10 hours a week, Monday through Friday. Now, you're retired, right? You used to be a teacher?
Yes, I am retired.
Okay, so how long have you been retired?
About 18 years, since 2005.
Whoa, you don't look that old. Really, in fact, that's, folks, by the way, that's a great line. You reach out to somebody and they say they're retired. You can come back and say, get out of here. You don't look old enough to be retired. Okay, so it's all about paying compliments that are genuine. But at the end of the day, I mean, think about it. You're putting in 10 hours a week. If you were going to go back into teaching as a substitute, go in, maybe 1 or 2 days a week, what would they pay you an hour? Any idea?
I really don't
What
know.
would they
Maybe
pay you? What would they pay you a day to be a substitute teacher? Well, here, we can do this. Go up here. Substitute. Substitute teacher salary is what we wanted. All right. So per hour in Miami, in $26 an hour. So $26 an hour.
I believe that might be one without a degree.
Okay. Oh, so
degree,
if you had a degree, it would be more?
Yeah.
How much more?
I don't know how much more, but
Okay.
I know every time you get a higher degree.
Okay, well, here. Certified substitute teacher.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So if we're talking about a $34,000 a year. Okay, so the bottom line is, let's say it's $45 an hour times 10 hours. That's $450 a week times 4 weeks. That's $1,800 a month extra that you could make if we exchange the 10 hours a week you're doing this. Go back into the classroom. What's the advantage of doing what you're doing? Residual income. However, when it comes down to making money, at some point in time, we have to get serious and say, okay, what am I doing? See, in your case, all right, there's no one holding the gun to your head. There's no urgency. You got a pension. You got money coming in from other places. You're not worrying about paying the electric bill and making a car payment. So the urgency for you to do this is considerably lower than some of the people that are on here that are in network marketing for a totally different reason. They need to do something. And so every hour that they spend, and I'm talking to the rest of you now. Okay, you can go out and get a job, take those 2 hours that you're trying to put into building your business and get paid. So, or you can master this once and for all.
Mhm.
And that comes down to one thing. It comes down to talking to people. So all the things that, you're doing, and listen, I am a firm advocate for the Power Lead system. Love the company. That's why my Endless Free Leads program is in their back office. I believe in what they do. And if you want to make websites and do all that other stuff, well, that's really great too. Then you should be on here selling the Power Lead system. Every time you sell one, you could make $1,000, which is more money than you'd make if you're selling the patches. But at the end of the day, if you're not talking to people, you're not going to sell anything. So I'm asking the rest of you, ask yourself, today is the last day of the month. Okay. June 30th, end of the first half. After we're done with this, you're going to go into the locker room, have a real heart-to-heart with yourself, because tomorrow starts the second half. I can't tell you how many sporting teams have gone into the locker room at halftime behind, and then they come out of that locker room, start of the second half, and they turn it on. Anthony Robbins says the past does not equal the future, unless, of course, you live there. The past does not equal the future. What you all are capable of doing tomorrow and moving forward does not necessarily resemble what you've been doing for the last 6 months. At the end of the day, it's all about one thing. It's about talking to people, period. Now, you have to build up your friends. You have to build up your connections. I had a coaching student, brand new. After our first session, we made him visible. We edited his high school. He made a post. He hears from somebody who went to high school 40 years earlier. They ended up talking on the telephone. He signed him up in his business. At the end of the day, how many people are you talking to? At the end of the week, how many people did I enroll? Now, between talking to people and enrolling, there's a bunch of steps. So how many people are we talking to every day? How many people have we qualified to the point where we feel there's a high probability that they would be interested in what we're doing, so that we show the business? How many of those are you doing every day? Because that's what it is. That's what it is. And it's numbers. And the better qualified people you're talking to, the better your numbers are going to be. It's not how much time you're spending every day. It's what are you doing every day, period. Period. I was, I just got I think it was a week ago, I announced my coaching concierge, Callie, convinced me to conduct some group coaching. And I was a little reluctant to do it, but she said there were some folks that couldn't afford coaching. So, all right, we'll do 2 group coaching groups. And that has, I have to tell you, it just really surprised me, not necessarily the interest, but who was interested. Had a top earner in one company approached me 2 days ago and says, listen, I want to put a group of my leaders in your group coaching program. I expanded it because we needed to, from 4 to 6. 4 to 6 people. And we're going to work together all through July, all through August. And then I heard from a coaching student who asked me, what is well, how would I benefit from being in this group coaching thing? And my answer was, A, it's more time with me. Our group coaching, it's going to be figure an hour, hour and a half a week. It'll either be on a Friday or a Saturday, where you and 5 other people get private one-on-one time with me. Everybody's going to have different goals. These are not for people that are brand new. Okay, these are for people that, well, I shouldn't say they're not brand new, because I got a couple of people that are brand new, but they are top earners in their company, and they want to learn how to do this, and they want to learn how to do it fast. So what does group coaching get you? It gets you more time with me. All right. So you got your regular hour schedule that we have planned, or half an hour plan. So you jump into group coaching too, and it's a smaller group. These Ask Max sessions are here for a number of different reasons, but you don't get the content, although I have to admit it is pretty good. So if there's anybody, if there's anybody, and I know there's a couple of people here that want, because I'm shutting it down today. All right. This is, and I got it. I have to, we're on for the next boot camp. I am introducing a whole new series of scripts and tactics that I'm really excited about. For those of you that are in the July boot camp, you're going to get the scripts. Okay, you're going to get the scripts. So what you need to do is write to support@maxsteingart.com, put group coaching in the headline, and Callie will give you a call. So we'll save you some time. It's $1,500. You're basically paying less than $200. I think it's $200 an hour for group coaching. My private coaching sessions are way, way, way more. Nothing beats personal coaching. Okay, I'll just tell you that flat out. And so for those of you that are already coaching students, jump into a group coaching session, because you learn from everything that you see. I mean, you learn from these. At the end of the day, it's all going to be about conversation. And LinkedIn every day is making it easier and easier to build a business. They have added a new feature. Celebrations that make it easier than ever before to follow up with people. And of course, you're going to be dealing with some fabulous prospects for your business. And then you're going to be dealing with all these bogus profiles, which we never thought we would see on LinkedIn. You know, ladies, you know what it's like on Facebook. You get friend requests from all these lonely men that work on oil rigs in the North Sea, or officers in the military that are stationed in Iraq. And we get the girls. Okay, we get the girls. And it's not out of hand, but getting busy. Here's one. Doesn't take rocket science to figure it out. You can tell by looking at the picture. Open to work. So in the middle of all of it, and literally what's happening is people are coming in, they will go to, they could go to your, it could be what happened with Debbie. They went to Debbie's profile, they went and they copied everything, and then they did something really horrific. And the LinkedIn folks says, hey, anybody's attached to this type of a company, it's got to be bogus, and they can't, they pull something off of her page. You're all heading down the same road. It all comes down to conversation. Who are you talking to? Period. The sooner you can identify the people that you want to talk to. In this morning's session, we were in somebody's account. They were looking at 3 different prospects. If you're on this morning, then you know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, let me just kind of paint a picture. 3 different people. All right. All of them looking for work. But when you looked at the 3 people, what they did, what their circumstances were, did they have an obvious need or not? So we eliminated the one that doesn't have an obvious need. So we had 2 left, and then we looked at the one who had the background and experience to be outrageously successful. Hey, that's the one we want to talk to. Drop the other one. So every day you want to be looking at and talking to people. Look at this. Who is this? Oh, I know you're getting this. Seven-figure YouTube ad agency. Wow. Recently, we generated over $50 million in revenue. Wow. With an automated system. Every day, your prospects are getting buried with this kind of stuff. He's trying to sell me advertising on YouTube. How does he know I'm even interested in doing anything on YouTube? Folks, it's all about conversation. That's all it is. When you say the same things to the same qualified people, you're going to get the same result. And anything that deviates So Gina says, I'm another person where celebrations has disappeared. Gina, don't worry, it will be back. It will be back. LinkedIn is in a constant state of reorganization. Constant. Let me pop up here. Matthew works for the DEA, Drug Enforcement. Started his business in January. Why? Because he wants to get out of law enforcement. Special agent. At one point in time, he worked for the NYPD. Have any idea how many people in the NYPD that are looking to leave have unlimited access to talk to people? There's no shortage. Talking to people is what it's all about, period. You just want to be talking to the right people. Now, let's pop up here a little bit. Okay, now Ed had a problem. I'm sorry, Matthew had a problem. His problem was he was in too much of a hurry to talk about his business. All right, basic scripts that you're going to follow. Stick to the scripts. So what happened was, finally, to get his attention, I reminded him that you have to say certain things. As a law enforcement officer, before you arrest somebody, you have to read them their Miranda rights. He broke up laughing. I had a lot of fun too. Reminding him, Ed, Matthew, I don't know why I keep calling him Ed. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. If you don't read this word for word to your suspect, you can't arrest him. Because if you do, they're going to let him out. Every time. I'm helping him with a script, somebody that was. He was talking to somebody that had been in Amway. That's in Matthew's company. So I said, look, when you're talking to somebody that's in Amway, this is perfectly okay to say, I work with someone that used to be in Amway. He was a school principal, reached Emerald rank on his way to Diamond when he lost one of his already recruited diamonds on his team because of the company's breakaway compensation plan. So he left and he joined my company. Today, he's $1 million earner and corporate director in the company with 7 former Amway diamonds in his business. Building a network marketing business today is so much easier than when you tried it. No home parties, no chasing family and friends, no need to advertise or spend money on leads. Why did you get into network marketing in the first place? Why? Because he wanted to make money. Full-time income, part-time income, that's why people do the business. The end result is, the power is, it's residual. You make the sale one time, and conceivably the person's going to keep buying the products over and over and over again. They may like it enough so they'll tell their friends, and that generates organic growth. So, would you consider getting back into a business where you didn't have to deal with all the things that caused you to quit, so you could finally achieve the goals you originally set for yourself when you joined? Many of the retired law enforcement officers, law professionals that I work with on LinkedIn have all launched new lucrative careers. What experience have you had with the network marketing business model? Sign up 5 people in the last 3 days. It's working. It works for everyone. But you got to have a powerful page. Okay. Now, there's a way to get the information off of celebrations without actually having it. But at the end of the day, it's all about conversation. If there's anybody that's interested in that group coaching thing, just type group coaching, put it in the chat here, and I'll send it over to customer service because they are slammed today. It's the last day of the month. Just put in group coaching, put your phone number in. Callie will give you a call, so it'll happen quicker. However, I've agreed to do one more. All right, 6 people. You're going to work with other people. What we're trying to do is match up people in the same company, because that's where the real power is. If we can get 6 people in a company, then everybody's going to go faster. All right. So let me get back over here. Now I am, God, I don't know why. Tomorrow we are going to have an Ask Max session. Oh, wrong place. And I'm not sure yet. I may also host a mastermind session. Bed Bath & look at these numbers. Look at all the stores that are closing, the people that you could be talking to. On Burger King's closing 400 locations. But if you're going to if you're going to talk to somebody at Burger King, you don't want to talk to somebody that cleans. You want to talk to somebody that's a leader. You want to talk to somebody that deals with the public. How about a Burger King recruiter? I gotta know. Okay, Burger King recruiter. People. $1,100. Folks, there's nothing to prevent you all from becoming top earners in your business. Absolutely nothing. Now, if you haven't registered for boot camp yet, oops. Go to maxsteingart.com/bootcamp. Use the promo code best deal. You're going to have access to the June boot camp, which is finished, so you don't have to wait until July the 6th to get started. And we have an extra session. 5th session, how to develop the mindset of $1 million top earner and their daily activity. Debbie, I'm not doing conversations today. I'll do them tomorrow. So until next time. Oops. Best of luck in building your business, and God bless. Talk to people, my friends. They're waiting to talk to you right now.